Hot damn! Over the column of her throat, I cast a surreptitious glance to the side, looking for the latest object of my friend's attentions. If there was one thing to be said for Brandy, it was that she bounced back from heartache very quickly. Despite my lingering amusement, a low whistle traveled up through my belly and out of my mouth before I could even think. Right? Still rolling her hips, Brandy's grin turned knowing, and she wound long arms backwards around my neck, deliberately putting on a sultry show now. Who let him out unattended? The guy in question was sinfully attractive. He was tall and dark-haired, with broad shoulders, a slim waist, and thick thighs tightly encased in denim. He had dark, perfectly trimmed stubble across his square jaw, and he seemed oddly out of place in the middle of the club's dance floor. Far too stoic to be standing among the exuberant and hedonistic displays around me. I agreed with Brandy, strangely unable to string any words together. Men didn't usually affect me like that. Not instantly, anyway. Then his eyes met mine, and I forgot how to breathe. The stranger's eyes were as dark as his hair in the dim lighting of the club, but I couldn't tell what color they were. Still, it didn't change how piercing the guy's stare felt. The other man stayed where he was, awkwardly still in the middle of all the sweaty, writhing bodies. I could not tear my eyes away. It was magnetism. Brandy continued to grind against me, and I moved on instinct to the beat, but my attention was fully focused on the stranger a few paces away. Go talk to him, Brandy suggested, cooing the words into my ear once she'd spun back around in a sexy flourish that earned her attention from a number of other men on the dance floor. It's pretty obvious I'm not his type. Her parting shot was delivered with a slap to my ass. Then she sauntered away into the crowd, leaving me alone to do as she had instructed. She was honestly the best wingwoman ever. I gave myself a little shake before I shimmied through the throng of dancers, my eyes never leaving the burning dark gaze of my prey. As I closed the distance between us, my heart rate increased, but I had no idea why. Yeah, Mr. Tall, Dark, and devastatingly handsome only seemed to get taller, darker, and more handsome the closer I got, but looks alone weren't everything to me. There was something different about this guy, something I could not put into words, and it sent all of my senses into overdrive. My skin practically tingled as I finally slid in front of the wall of muscle. And fuck, he smelled divine, too. Wanna dance? I asked the guy from beneath lowered lashes. The coy twink act had never failed me before. Yeah, sure, I had to yell the words to be heard, but looking sweet and demure always hooked them. Captain Stoicism's lips twitched. He leaned forward, his lips brushing my ear, causing my breathing to hitch as he coolly stated, I don't dance.